cover UiPath Clipboard AI, your intelligent assistant for effortless copy-based task. Okay, so as per the comments, I understood like most of the people having explored this tool. So it's a right opportunity to learn how you can install and how you can use this tool. And mm, this is a good tool. Like recently, uh, Time has already selected UiPath Clipboard AI as the best inventions for 2023. So it means it has that capability for doing a lot of automation in our day-to-day life, right? So let us understand this tool in depth, including the installation, configuration, and whether all we can use this tool and how beneficial this tool. All these things we can cover in this session. So the agenda is like, first we can see what is Clipboard AI, and let us understand what is generative and specialized AI into Clipboard AI, and what are the supported documents that we can use for doing this copy paste, and what is data mapper in Clipboard AI, and what is extractors, and we are going to cover a few demos as well as part of this session, right? So in my first slide, I just added this note right at the bottom. Your intelligent assistant for effortless copy paste task. So this is actually Clipboard AI, right? So just consider if you are going to your office,
Yeah.
your manager may be assigning you one task, right? Like he's giving you one Excel sheet which is having some 100 or 500 rows of data, and he is telling you to just copy paste the data to some destination application, right? Just to copy paste the task. Can others please mute the call? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so for example, just consider your manager is providing this Excel in the morning, okay, which is having some 500 plus rows of data, and he's telling you to just copy paste this data to some application. Okay, so maybe to our challenge, he's asking to copy paste this data and you need to click on the submit button, right? So what you will be doing, you will have to either go manually here each cell and we have to copy paste this data to the destination, right? We have to copy one by one. Or if we have a UiPath robot already running means this is done. Like we can use a UiPath robot for completing this process. But just consider this is just a one-time task, and only for that particular day only your manager has assigned the task, right? So in order to create an automation board for doing this task, it may take time, some time, right? So you'll have to put some effort and some license cost is also involved for doing all this process. But if it's just a copy paste task, instead of creating a robotic process or workflow, what you can do is you can go with the Clipboard AI, right? So Clipboard AI is an intelligent tool which can identify the pattern of your source as well as your destination. Correct? So just consider here I have one Excel sheet, right? So this is my source and this is my destination, correct? So my requirement is I need to copy paste this entire data to this application, correct? So it is having some labels other and some field values other. So here I need to paste all these values. Right? So whatever a human is going to do, the same process this Clipboard AI can do, but in a much better intellectual way. So it can identify the pattern. For example, here if you are going to copy the data means it will be tagged this data to this column header. And if you are going to paste in this application, it will automatically identify this is the web application. And here it will identify each label in this application and it will paste the respective data in the form. Okay, so I will show you the demo. This is just for telling you how it is going to work. Okay, so as most of our participants are new to this tool, I'm just giving some basic intro, right? So let's go to our slide. What is Clipboard AI? So Clipboard AI is an application that can run on Windows. Clipboard AI can copy the information visible in scans, screenshots, or screens, making it instantly actionable. It combines the strength of generative and specialized AI to accomplish the required copy-paste task, right? So it is having some AI skills other, right? So what are those skills? It is specialized AI and generative AI. right? So we are going to see how these two AI models are going to perform in our clipboard AI for performing our copy paste task, right? And here I have mentioned it is only supporting Windows. So as of now, it is only supporting Windows, and now also the development is happening on the clipboard AI side. So new features are also going to add up, and in future we can expect this tool in other operating systems as well, right? So this clipboard AI is helping to copy the data from different source documents. So maybe it can be a Word document, or plain text, or it can be a web page, or it can be Excel sheet, right? Or it can be a web form. So it can extract the data from any of the source, and it can identify the destination application, and it can paste it over there, right? So that is the purpose of Clipboard AI. So those who are new to this tool, I'm just sharing the link for downloading this Clipboard AI. So now it is free of cost. You can readily use it. Okay, so I'm just sharing the link over here. So what you have to do is,
Bro,
so just go to this website. So this is the official site of Clipboard AI, and just click on this try it now. Okay, so if you click on try it now, it will download a MSI file that you just need to install in your desktop. Okay, so it will be just running like a UiPath assistant, like a separate entity. So you can go to start and you can search for Clipboard AI. You'll be able to see that particular application, right? So just click on that particular tool. It will get open. So this is a very lightweight tool, but it is having very powerful skills for doing the copy paste work which you are regularly doing, right? So I already shared the link. You can download it, and maybe during session itself you can install it. It won't take that much time. And once you open the tool, it will be coming like this. Okay, so this is our clipboard AI. Okay, so it will be having one copy window, and it will be having one paste info. Okay, so that's it. That is the only interface. And if you click on these three dots, you'll be getting some settings where you can set few details like the profile. You can see from where you have downloaded, from which account you have downloaded, and current plan is unlimited, right? And in general, we can set a few details like whether this clipboard AI need to be launched during the launching of your Windows itself, and whether we can extract like a table as well. Okay, so this feature is also there. I will show you how you can extract the table. And this is again like a data mapper. Like whenever you are extracting a data, whether this data mapper should pop up, or whenever if it's required manually, you just need to enable it. Okay, so just keep these things in mind. And we can set some shortcut key, right? Like Control C, Control V. We can set some shortcut key in Clipboard AI for making the copy and paste enable, right? And there are some other shortcut key also available. So based on your requirement, you can set it up, or otherwise you can directly use it in the UI itself, right? And just click on save. And here, if you just consider like already Clipboard AI is using some models, right? Like even GPT is also part of this Clipboard AI, and it is having some specialized AI models as well as generative AI capability, right? But consider if you want to add some additional models from your bucket list, if you want to add, or just consider if you want to add OpenAI itself, what you have to do, just give a name, provide the URL, and provide the API key, right? If you already worked with the OpenAI APIs, you'll be aware like we can provide the API key and the URL to make the model active with the Clipboard AI, right? So that's it about this settings button. And this is not like it's if you want to move this tool somewhere else, you can move it. Just drag it over here, and it will move to any edge of your screen. Like you can move it anywhere. But I'm just keeping it over here. Okay.
but how to close it?
If you want to close means currently there is no option. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to open control task manager and you'll have to close it. Right. So currently there is no option. Let me check here itself. Okay, here also there is no option for doing that. So as I mentioned, this is just in a beta version. So if it is going to live, we'll be getting more features. Even this also will be there in the live session. Okay. So that's it about the tool. And let's go to our slide. And let us understand what is the specialized AI and the generative AI. So just now I mentioned about specialized AI and generative AI. So these are part of our clipboard AI, right? So specialized AI is nothing but like it is designed for some specific task. Right? So just consider if you want to extract some details from your invoices. So that is one specialized model, right? Like the template is already aware, and you just need to capture the values from that particular invoice. So that is a specialized AI model. So specific tasks like recognizing and extracting necessary information from a passport photo are managed by specialized AI. But focusing on details such as name, passport number, and nationality, specialized AI captures the relevant data from passport photo and prepare it for travel. So as I mentioned, like we have to copy the data from source and we need to paste it to destination. Right? So the role of specialized AI is to capture the data from respective source forms and it need to label it, right? So just consider from a passport, I'm just copying the name means it should be properly labeled with the name, right? Maybe full name or first name like that. So that labeling and the data extraction is doing by specialized AI, right? So both this generative AI is coming to be. So here comes the beauty of this uh, clipboard AI. Just consider I'm extracting some data from my model, and if I want to modify the data, right? So for example, if I am extracting a data with the date format DD, MM, YYYY format, right? But my requirement is in the destination application, I need to modify that to some particular different format. Like for example, with YYYY hyphen MMM and DD format, right? You can just tell the clipboard AI to modify that particular field to this particular format. It will do it, and that particular format will be pasted to your destination, right? Or for example, you are getting some job name, right? Or for example, here itself, in RPA challenge, we have this role in company, right? So here, your manager is telling you by giving this, okay, you need to copy paste this data to destination. But the only difference is instead of pasting this analyst, you need to make a description about this role. Okay, don't copy paste this analyst, just give what is this analyst role, right? So what you will be doing, like either we have to manually search in Google and we need to find a short description for analyst and we have to paste it, or we need to manually enter, or either now we can ask for chat GPT itself. So instead of doing that, we can ask generative AI skill in clipboard AI to generate that for you, right? In the backend, even it is using the GPT model only for generating this data, right? So whatever we are using in chat GPT, the same model, it is performing in the backend for generating this new data. So that is the purpose of generating AI.
Which page?
Sorry? Okay. So it is primarily for handling queries. Generative AI runs through the input source to adapt and reformat the extracted data to provide meaningful response when questions are asked about the input source. So I believe you got an understanding like what is specialized AI and generative AI and how it is going to work in our clipboard AI. So I just give an sorry.
Bharat, can you show me the queue? What is the latest queue item?
You're asking me or?
I haven't changed last night.
Okay. So these are the two features of clipboard AI. So just keep this in mind. And what are the different supported source document destination that is supporting by clipboard AI? So for example, if I want to copy the data from, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, can you show me one solid example for the generative AI, which you showed up on like?
Sure. We have a demo that is planned. I will be showing you all these details. Okay. Before to that, let me tell you what is this data mapper and extractor, because this also will be coming into picture to that time. Okay. Because there are many people who are very new to this clipboard AI. So I'm just giving some idea like what is this tool and how it is going to work. Okay. Then we'll go to demo session. Okay. Yeah. So these are some source document. Like just consider I want to copy some data from a web application or desktop form, and I need to paste it to some destination, right? So these are the different source document that is supported by Clipboard AI. So you can either use web desktop forms or Excel spreadsheet, or semi-structured documents such as invoices, receipts, like that, or plain text documents such as contracts, email, Word document, web pages, etc. Right? So there can be question like why we need to go with this tool, even we have this document understanding and all for doing this kind of automation. So as I mentioned earlier, this document understanding and other automation boards will be helpful. Like even if you need to do some repetitive job, right? If you're spending some time for building a automation means it should be repetitive. It should not be a one-time process. So as I mentioned earlier, if your manager is telling you to copy some data from one source to application only for one time, you don't need to build any application. Instead, what you can do, you can use Clipboard AI for doing this copy paste. It will help to minimize your time for doing this kind of building new automation or manually copying paste this kind of data to destination application. Also for this thing, there is no need of any skill set required. Like there is no need of any programming languages required. The only thing is if there is any need of data format is required, there you have to give the proper prompt to make the modification. That is the only requirement, right? And then these are the different supported destination documents like a web desktop forms are available and Excel spreadsheet, plain text destinations such as a Word document and PDF file also available. Or this answer, if you want to send an email, even emails also you can create using this particular clipboard AI. So if you are keeping that email page on the screen, it can easily copy paste the relevant data to your email. Right? So this is data mapper. Right? So before going to this, let me open up this data mapper and I will show you those details. Right? For that, what we have to do is, okay, for example, this is my source application, right? So for this case, it will not open up the data mapper, but I will show you where we can use this data mapper, right? So my requirement is I need to copy paste this data to this particular destination, right? So this is a fast example I'm going to show you. So how we can do that? Just select the cell which I want to copy. Just click on this copy cell. Okay, so the system automatically identify this is a Excel and we have to copy the cell, right? So just click on copy cell. Now you can see it is analyzing and it will extract all the data. Okay, so it will take some time. Also, we are going to see a few more demos, like how this clipboard AI is going to extract data from passport image. Also, we are going to see how it can capture data from other Excel sheet and apply it in different web forms. Okay, so all these things we are going to cover. Okay, so here we can see it as copied as Excel. And now what I'm going to do is I just enable this screen. Okay, this is my destination application. I just kept it as a live application. And I just need to click on paste info. Okay. So here, if I need to open the mapper means I just need to click on open mapper. I will show you that. So here you can see it is automatically typing the data, right? It is automatically typing the data and it is telling me there are 10 more data is available in the Excel. So do I need to proceed? So if I want to proceed, what I need to do? I just need to click on submit button, just refresh this page. Okay, and just click on the paste data, right? So if I click on paste data, it will loop and it will fetch the next data from Excel and it will paste the data in the form, right? So you don't need to manually copy paste. It automatically fetches the data from Excel sheet. It identifies this is the pattern of the data that has already extracted and it identified the labels, right? So here we can see we have provided these email, phone number, address and all, right? So it automatically identifies these labels and it pasted in the application, right? So let me do one thing. Yes, so let me click on paste. Okay, so here you can see open mapper. So let me click on that. Now mapper is opening. So mapper is nothing but here only you can map the data with the label, right? So from the source, it is extracting some label plus the data from your Excel sheet, right? So consider instead of this data, if you want to give some other data, you can opt it over. Or just consider you don't want to paste this email ID in your destination, you can just disable it. Okay, you don't need to enable it. Then if you're disabling, it means it won't paste this email ID in the destination, right? And another thing is, so as I mentioned, like if I want to change this value, like I can give some prompt, right? I need to, or for example, I will take this one. Role in the company is, right? I'm going to give some description, like write something about the role, okay? Or give something like short note about the role. Okay, I'm going to give that, right? So now it is loading. So it will automatically take analyst as the role, and it is writing some details about that particular role, right? Here comes the generative, right? So here the extraction of data and mapping that with the label, that is part of specialized AI. And if you want to write something, or if you want to change the format of some value, that will be done using generative AI, right? So that's the purpose of this field. And here you can see, if you click on this, here it will ask you, like if you want to transform some data to some different format. For example, if it is a date field and if I want to change from one format to another format, here there is a button. You just need to click on it and you need to change it, right? I will show you all these things in the coming videos, in the coming demos, right? So this is how I modified one field by giving a generative AI capability and providing one small query. Okay, so whatever the value that I provided here, right, that is called a query that I have provided. Now let me click on a paste button, right?
Can we integrate this with a UiPath Studio?
As of now, it is not possible. This is just a tool that helps us for doing the copy paste work. At this moment, not possible, but not sure. Maybe in future there can be some. Yeah, when there is some issue. Okay, so let me close this. Okay, let me refresh this page and let me show you with the fresh example. So we have the extracted data already, right? So page form. Let me open our data mapper, right? So about the role, instead of this, I need to give some description. So I'm going to give write short note about the role. Okay, so that's it. Okay, now I think test captured wrongly. So let me do one thing, close it. Let me re-extract the data. And one more benefit with data mapper is, for example, now if I'm giving some prompt, okay, I need to modify this data to this particular format. So whenever, if I'm going to do the same process, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, this AI model will automatically identify, okay, on this day I have done some changes. So these changes will be there in the memory and it will modify the data based on that. So that is one additional benefit of this open data mapper. And let me do one more thing. Let me switch off my camera.
Excuse me, like how to copy these all the data? Like, is there any option like to copy? First of all, you just press the copy cells, right?
That's it. That is the functionality. So you just need to select it and you just need to click on the copy button. Okay.
Oh,
So
that
if you
means
click on
select all the. That means Control A we can press.
yes,
Select all the
yes,
data.
yes.
Okay.
Correct. I just clicked on this and I just clicked on copy cells. It will get all the data. For example,
Okay.
just consider if you want to copy only this data means just select only that and click on copy cell. Right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So is it copied? I think it's copied. We click on paste. Paste in the form. click on open mapper. Yeah, so let me give some effort. So let me paste. As a triple phone number, address. There is some issue with the data mapping. So what we have to do is paste in the form. Yeah, now you can see it is automatically writing some data, right? See, instead of typing list, it has already typed some data. It took some time for generating the data. So going forward, if you paste it, it will automatically identify this role in company and it will generate the description for your role. So one minute, let me paste again. Or let's go to different demo. Okay, so this is a basic thing about how it is going to work. And
Is there any limit for the data to be copied, like from the source? Suppose now you have copied around 10 rows.
At this moment, I haven't tried that. Maybe I can check and let you know. As per the documentation, also they haven't mentioned about any such kind of limitations. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So for an example, I'm going to take another thing. So just consider about the passport section, right? So this is one human task that we may be doing, right? We may have to copy this data from maybe from an image and we have to paste it to some application. Right? So either we have to manually type it or maybe we have to use some OCR or something and we have to get the data for pasting it, right? So I already created one dummy application.
What are the file formats it supports?
I mentioned in the slide, right? It support all these files. Right? These are the different source documents that which is supporting, and these are the different destination documents. So almost support all the applications.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the sample application which I want to paste the data, and this is the source, for example. Okay. So here, what I have to do, just click on copy window. So at the above, you can see copy to clipboard AI. Now, this is my destination application. So let me go here, page info. Okay, so here you can see it is automatically pasting the data, right? So it is automatically fetches the data from my application, source application or my passport, and it automatically pastes the data here, right? But let's consider if you want to modify some value in this particular passport entry expiration date, what you have to do is just go here, just put it like a paste in form, open data mapper. Okay, fixing data mapper. Okay, just give the prompt or here you can see. Okay, so before going to that, let me show you these are the different extractors that are available. So just now I mentioned, right, we have specialized AI plus generative AI. So we can see different specialized AI extractors, like it helps to extract specific documents, it helps to extract plain text, it helps to extract a table and name value pairs. So here you can see different document that these models are supporting as well, and semi-structured documents as well, it is supporting. So just consider, mostly if you are extracting some data from a source, it will automatically recommend some kind of extractor. But in case if your data that got extractor is wrong, what you can do is just select some other extractor and try how the data extraction is going to happen, right? So sometimes even the recommended extractor is not giving you the correct details. What you have to do is just change the extractor and see what is the result that you're going to get, right? So now even with plain text also I'm getting the correct value, or I can change it with semi-structure and see how the data is going to populate. So if some field is missing with some extractor, try with the best one and give the proper prompt to extract the value, right? And there can be some limitation, like if some value in the image, for example, here also if some image or some value is not readily visible means extractor cannot fetch it, right? So those kind of values maybe we'll have to enter manually, right? So I'm going with a specific document, a passport itself, because it's a passport document. Or if you want to extract data from ID card or some other field, you can readily give that values as well. And another benefit with this tool is like, for example, I want to see from where this data is extracted. For that, there is a preview available. Here you can see which all details it has extracted from passport. Right? So it has already extracted birthplace, issue date, authority, expiration, machine readable zone. Everything it has copied, but my destination is only supporting few details. Right? So that's why it is only showing only these values. But according to the extraction, it has extracted all these values. Speed code, document type, everything is there. Also, if you want to see from where this data is extracted, just click on this camera button. Right? So if you click on camera button, you can see all this data has copied. Right? So this is how you verify whether some data is not extracted or you want to change the model. All these things you can modify based on how this extraction has happened here. Right? So let me close this. And
How it
consider-
identify? Yeah, I have the question. Like how
Yeah.
it identify? This is a passport type of document. So is there
that's
any
why-
way?
Yeah, that's why we have provided the model, right? So Clipboard AI is having that intelligence to understand what source is. Okay, so if you are giving Excel as the input means it is automatically identifying source is an Excel sheet, right? Or if you are giving passport means as it is a predefined specialized AI model, it is understanding it is a passport, right? Or if you are giving invoice and Clipboard AI to extract the data means it will automatically select this model, invoice model. Okay. So that is the capability of Clipboard AI. We don't need to select it. Automatically, Clipboard AI will understand and it will select
So you mean to say it is automatically recognized which content it will be like that is
Yes.
what you said about the AI?
Yes, correct. So these are different predefined models. So we heard about this document understanding, right? So in document understanding also, we can do the same thing. Like we have the invoice extraction model, but we have to specifically use a particular model for extracting the data. So Clipboard AI is a combination of different models. Like we can either extract all the specific documents, or even we can read the semi-structured, or if it is like a table format, all these contents can be extracted using this model. So that is a benefit of Clipboard AI. So it is automatically identify the source and it is selecting which model we have to use. But in case if Clipboard AI is mistakenly chosen some other format, for example, sometimes plain text will be chosen as recommended model, right? But according to the source that we have selected, this may be the best model, but few of the data may be blank because it has not extracted properly. So what we have to do is we have to whether any other extractor is giving the proper result. If it is giving a proper result means I just need to select it and I just need to paste the data. So the benefit is like this is only one. If I select some particular model and click on paste data, it will keep it in memory, and going forward, whatever source we are going to select, right? Same like same kind of passport or something. It will identify it as a passport and it will automatically fetch the data. Okay, we don't need to train all these things again and again. It will automatically identify and it will extract the data from the source application.
I have one question.
Yeah.
So previously you gave one example where we are using Excel. So there are multiple data. Right now you used one of the image. So suppose in a folder, if we have 10 or 100 images, at that time, how it will help us?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
So previously you gave example of Excel where we have around 10 rows, 10 data, different data, right?
Yeah.
So right now you extracted one image. Suppose if in a file, in a folder, we have more than 10 or 15 images, at that time, how we will do? Because you said no, this is not yet integrated with UiPath. So at that time, how we will do?
Yeah, so we have to manually open that image. So this example, this is the image I need to copy paste, right? Manually, what I'm going to do, I need to manually copy and paste it over there, right? So this is a repetitive work. Instead, what I can do, I can just make this source as the active window. I just need to click on copy. Okay, it will copy and just click on paste. Okay, instead of doing Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, multiple Control C, Control V will be overwritten by single click, single paste. That's it. That is the
Okay,
benefit of
okay.
Clipboard AI. It is not going to automate your entire task. For that, we have UiPath robots, or you can go with document understanding and all. But if it is just
Oh,
consider this one-time task, you don't need to spend time for creating all these robots or AML models and all. You can readily use this Clipboard AI for doing the task.
yeah, so
Understood?
majorly it will be beneficial for the Excel because in Excel we have large
Yeah,
data which we have to copy paste.
correct, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Format to DDMO. Okay, so let me paste it over here. Okay, so it is automatically identified and change the format. And so this is how this particular tool is going to work. So this is a second demo, and let me go back to our slide and let's complete all this part. Okay, so regarding data mapper, I showed you like this is a data mapper, and what is the use of data mapper? As the name suggests, enable you to map the data more accurately to match values from source document to values. For example, if during the extraction, if something is misplaced, for example, instead of first name, it has copied last name is there you can use the data mapper. You can choose the particular field from the data mapper and you can properly map it. Okay, so as these are some AML model, it can also make some negative values. So for correcting that, it has UiPath has provided this provision for manually correct those, and it will be a one-time process. So going forward, it will Clipboard AI will keep that in mind and it will proceed with the copy paste. Yeah, Shiv, you can ask.
Uh, so I have a question. So while doing this, we need to have a supervision, right? For example, while we are running that specific task with the Clipboard AI, in like a scenario of the network is getting disconnected. So we need to start the process again. So for example, if we have while performing the 20th run line, the network is disconnected means we need to start from the first train, right?
Yes, we'll have to start from the beginning. For example, so just consider this Excel, right? So if you have selected this entire data and you started the copy paste, right? So after entering two data, it got failed, right? What you have to do, just select the remaining data, copy, paste it, right? You don't need to copy paste the remaining data, right? So just select whatever you want and just paste it.
So for that, we need there is a human intervention is needed for this.
Yes, anyway, human intervention is needed, but whatever manually we are doing, right, those kind of tasks, it can be automated using Clipboard AI. And this is not only for one specific source and destination, right? We can use any different kind of destination. So this will be helpful more when if you're going for some image-based extraction. For example, in Passport Seva Kendra and all, you can see these applicants may provide some scanned copy. Okay, and you want to extract the data means either you have to type it. You want able to copy the data, for example. Okay, so this kind of task can be easily rectified using this Clipboard AI.
Okay,
clear?
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So it's already okay. We have only 45 minutes. Okay, so you ensure that data is moved accurately and no data is lost in between. The mapper is basically a preview of what is going to happen when the extracted values are pasted in the destination document. So you're just getting a preview like how your data is going to get pasted. And if you want to modify the data, that is also possible using the generative AI. So here only the generative AI is coming into picture, like you want to modify the data. For example, I showed you instead of just typing the role as analyst, I just provided writing a description and it already created the description. I typed it out, right? And mapper helps to select the required extractor, like which extractor you want to choose. You can just click on change and you can select the extractor. Mapper helps to remember and perform the page as we map in next iteration. So this is what I told. Like if you train the mapper one time, or if you correct some data in the data mapper, it will automatically keep that in the memory. And it will do the same process for the coming documents. You don't need to modify anything. Okay, so it will automatically identify. But in case if one of the document is not as per the previously opened one means, it will automatically open the mapper. It will automatically open the mapper for you, and there you can see whether all the details is properly extracted or not. I think you are getting. And data field consists of a title taken from destination document and a value extracted from the source document. Okay, so it will copy the search as the label and this as the value. It will extract using the specialized AI model and helps to convert the data to desired format. For example, this generative AI will be very helpful. Like if you want to do the currency conversion, for example, you extract the data from source in rupee and you want to convert it to dollar, right? You will have to write some expression in Excel itself, or you will have to integrate that with any OpenAI model. But here, directly, Clipboard AI can do that change using generative AI. Right? And these are the different extrators. We already gone through all these things. And here, if you already open this Clipboard AI, you can see which are the supporting documents. And as I mentioned, Clipboard AI will automatically recommend one document for you. If it is not working, means what you have to do? You have to select the respective model and you have to check whether it is working as per the desired manner, like it is capturing all the data properly, right? And semi-structured also it is supporting. Let me go to last slide. Demo. So we already covered two demos, and we are planning for an in-person meetup at Chennai with the same topic. Plus, we are going to cover the UiPath Copilot as well. So in this in-person session, we'll be covering more demos with the practical examples, like how this is going to helpful in the real-time world, right? And for example, just let me consider this as my application. Okay, so just consider this is my source application. I want to extract all these details, right? So what is this event link? What is the title? When it is going to happen? One option is either I need to copy paste all this data, right? And let me try to use our Clipboard AI. Okay, so here there is one more option. Okay, I want to show you that that also. So if you click on this drop down, you can see how you want to pick the data. Sorry, how you want to extract the data. Okay, either you can extract as a table or you want to extract a specific region. Okay, so let me click on copy region and let me select only this particular thing. Okay, now it is analyzing. Okay, now some data is extracted, right? So let me go here. Let me open up a new sheet and try to paste in Excel. Okay, now it is opening what all details I want to extract, right? So this is using the generative AI. So get the title of the event. Okay, so here you can see it is automatically fetching the data. This is my title and get the URL of the event. Get the location of the event. Get the venue of the event. Okay, then what else is the okay time also we can set. Get the time of the event. Okay, so this is, for example, I just showed you like how the clipboard AI is going to work. Okay, so here you can see from that particular region, it has already extracted this data, and in the query that we provided, it is extracting the data, right? So this is how even GPT is also working. Like if you're providing some prompt, it is automatically searching in the data and it is giving you some value, right? So same like it is automatically extracting this data, and from there it is searching and it is identifying the particular values. And if you click on paste data, see all the data has got extracted and I'm able to paste it over here. It's very helpful, right? So if you're just considering only one file, it may not be helpful, but just consider if you're going to get some task like this, you need to copy paste, it will be very difficult. So the report is telling like on an average around 40% of work we are just putting it on this kind of a copy paste work on our day-to-day life. Or for example, every day we may be submitting the timesheet, or maybe we may be submitting the Jira task, right? So in Jira and all, sometimes for our backup, what we'll be doing, we'll be keeping it in some Excel sheet. And based on our convenience, we may be filling it using the data that we feed in the Excel, right, to Jira. So there also we can use this clipboard AI. Just keep our Excel as the data source and Jira as a destination, just to paste the values over there, right? So that is one way. And let me show you one more example. For example, what's this? Okay, let me open up this library file. Okay, so this is my source application. Okay, so in source you can see different values I have provided. Like this is just a dummy scenario where I'm going to get a list of books, and I need to enter the details of this book to one application, destination application. Okay, so that is a scenario. Okay, so here you can see few values are there and few values will be missing. Also, I will show you. So here, let me go to application, go to library. Okay, sorry, let me open it in Chrome. Okay, so this is my destination application, right? So here we have we need to enter a few details like title, author, ISBN, publisher, gender of category, like that. Different details are there, and I haven't provided gender or category or description or summary in that particular Excel. Okay, I haven't provided anything in the Excel, but I need to generate those value and I need to put it in my destination application. Right? So here also I can use this clipboard. So I will show you how you can use it. So let me select everything. Click here. Sorry, my mistake. Select everything. Click on copy cell. Oh, sorry. Okay, select everything. Copy cell. Okay. Choose my destination application. This is my destination application. Just select paste info. So it is doing the matching, and you can see it is paging the data. And here you can see it is automatically typing what is the genre of the book, which is auto-generating. I haven't provided any data, but it is auto-generating. And here you can see it is providing a description or summary of the book. And language also, you can see all these details are getting captured from Excel, and it is pasting over the, right? So that is one thing. Or just consider if I want to paste again. Here you can open the mapper.
Is it a case sensitive?
Like, for example?
See here, as a title, T is capitalized, and suppose if by mistakenly in our Excel, if titles T is in a small case, at that time, whether it will follow this rule or not?
It will follow. It's not a problem. Case sensitiveness is not there. It's not a problem. And if you want to change some font and all, you just need to give the prompt. Like you want to change your entire sentence to capital, means just give the prompt. It will automatically change.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me.
Every time once the data is entered, every time we need to give a paste data, right?
Yes, we have to do that.
Okay.
It's not mandatory. Like we have to do this mapping. I just clicked on, right? This opening, and it will pause the execution. Why it paused means after this I may need to click on the submit. It cannot be done using a clipboard AI, right? Because it's not a robot. It will help for our copy paste work. It done with the copy paste. I can click on submit button. Then for the next entry, I just need to click on paste data. I don't need to open the mapper. Just need to click on paste data. The other thing will be doing by clipboard AI.
Okay. For every data, we need to give a submit and paste data.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if it keep on doing means maybe some manual intervention will be required, right? Like maybe submission of data.
Okay.
Clicking on submit button that need to be done manually. So that's why it's a paste data button. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it about this. And let me show you one more thing. So there is one more feature in Clipboard AI, that is structure as a table. So those who already work with UiPath, we are aware about extract as table, right? So here also it is supporting, like we can extract the data to a table. For example, looking open Flipkart, I already opened this. Okay, so if I need to copy this data, in like our table abstraction, if I want to do, what I have to do is click here, extract as table. It will just open the our data table extraction panel, right? It will just open up the table extraction panel, and this one I already did it. That's why it is already showing this data. So as I mentioned earlier, our data mapper will keep the data extraction in memory, because just now when I copied data mapper, it already identified this source. Source, it already showing these details, right? Rating, price, new column, everything. So what I'm going to do is, let me delete everything. Okay. Now I'm going to select from base. Click on select data to extract. I'm just copying these values. It's same like a table extraction. Same like a table extraction. I'm going to extract confirm. I need to extract price. Okay. Extract. That's it. Okay. So I'm just going to extract only this value. So if you want to preview, you just need to click on preview, and you can export a CSV as well. Or if you don't want, just click on save and go to your Excel. Okay, paste it in Excel. Okay, so here you can see all your data is copied. So you don't need to open Studio and do the table extraction. It is now readily available with the Clipboard AI itself. It can do the table extraction, and you can easily paste it in any destination. It's not mandatory like you need to paste it over here. You can paste it to any destination, and it will automatically identify the destination, and it will paste the data. Hope I'm clear. Yeah, so that's it for today's session.
I have one question regarding to Clipboard AI. You shown us directly copy pasting, but in the setting we also have some sign-in feature and to connect it with the cloud AI models. So is it available to connect the AI models and
yes,
do the
it's available.
processing?
Yes, it's available. For example, consider you have already written some model from your side. Okay, so instead of using the default models that is providing by UiPath, you want to use that model. You're considering that is the best model for your data extraction. What you have to do is just make a connection to that particular model. You just need to go here, extract model, add another model, provide the name and what type of extraction it is. So if it is not in the particular list, just keep other, provide the URL and the API key, right? So if you have already connected to OpenAI, right? OpenAI, so you'll be aware like how we need to provide this connection. We have to provide the URL and the API key. Then our model will be active. Right. So,
but here we are defining the names only. How we are connecting it with the model URL and API key?
No, this we have to declare, right? So just consider if you have some subscription to API or some model, you will be getting this API key and URL.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you have to provide the name and just add the model. So going forward during the extraction, same like whatever we have seen here, right?
Yes.
Specific document, plain test. So same like that, whatever the name that you are providing for your model, that name and that model will be available there. You can select that and do the extraction.
Okay. And related to this only, my next question will be regarding the data security. As we are using this application and multiple AI data is analyzed through Passport, is UiPath is somewhere saving the data which you are providing for copying, pasting?
Actually, UiPath will not be using that. In the backend, it is using GPT model, but as per the documentation by GPT also, they are not saving any data in any of the database. Okay. So they mentioned that in their documentation also, but it is not mentioned anywhere in the UiPath document. But here in the backend, it is using GPT for generative AI, but they are not saving any of the data in the in any database. as per GPT documentation.
Okay. And when we are using our cloud model, then it will be using, because there we have written that we can use some data of yours.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's it.
So
Any
I have the
thoughts?
one question. Yeah. So this clipboard AI is under the public beta, right? So it's provide us the 100 trial free. Okay. So what after the 100 trials? Like when we finish the 100 trials, so we need to purchase any license for that, or need to
Actually, it has mentioned like 100 copy paste, but I have already did more than to that. And in my plan, if you see this, you'll be able to see it is showing like limited. Okay. So I believe as of now, it has not constrained to 100 copy paste, because in my case, it has already exceeded. But as of now, it has not removed my license. So if there is any confusion in that perspective, maybe you can raise it in the forum to our product team, UiPath product team.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the documentation it has mentioned like 100 copy paste, but as of now, mine is not expert yet.
Okay. Or can we use this clipboard AI for the SAP functions?
SAP, yes, it should work, because it is supporting both the web as well as the desktop forms. So I believe it will support, but we may have to enable some extensions. UiPath extensions will have to enable. I haven't tried it out, but I believe it will support, because I tried for one desktop application. For example, this is my desktop application. Okay, so this is desktop application, right? Here also we can use our clipboard AI. It will work. Now it doesn't have anything, but it is analyzing, right? So it will support.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? Does it support handwritten test? It will support handwritten test to some level, but if it is not that much correct, or if you want to add some other additional model, you can add it. Okay, because this clipboard AI is going to use some default model which it has trained to. But if you're thinking that models are not accurate, and if you have some specific model for doing the handwritten extraction, you can use it.
Just still, if you have any questions, you can ask. Either you can ask in the chat also. And meanwhile, thank you, Rahul, for giving your valuable time. And meanwhile, I am sharing the feedback form link in the chat. You can submit your feedbacks also. It will help us to do more like this, and it will encourage to our speakers also. Please submit your feedbacks, and I have pasted in the chat whichever link it is.
Someone mentioned like we can close it, but I'm not sure which is.
Hi Rahul.
Yeah.
Rahul, one question. Like in the first demo which you showed for the Excel copy paste, where we had some 10 rows and you were able to do it. But when you did the paste into that, every time for each record, it was asking you to submit it. So is there available? Because if there are 100 rows, it would be difficult it would be a kind of time consuming one to do paste form and or else the submit option for each of those rows. After the paste is done. So is there any way like you can skip that and have all of the rows submission at one go?
No, but anyway, you have to submit the button, right? Submit button.
Okay.
So as of now, it is not there. But as per my understanding, in near future, there will be some option. Like maybe we can click on some button, or maybe we can do some 2-3 navigation. For example, same like what we have seen, it can first paste the first set of data. Then maybe one click on submit button, it will automatically do the page. We don't need to manually click on the submit button. So we can expect more changes, but now it is only in beta version, right?
Okay. Fine. So is it like, again, can we integrate our web automation with this of the paste form option, like the generative AI one?
As of now, no. As of now, it is working like a separate entity or separate tool just for doing the copy paste work. Yeah, so maybe with expansion, we can see those kind of things. Yeah, because for our normal automation, we have the other things like AI Center and all for doing the AI related stuff.
Exactly.
And yeah, so that's fine.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thanks, Rahul.
Yeah.
Rahul, one last final question that we have from the Rahul. When extracting the data using the Clipboard AI from the websites, do we need to install the UiPath extension or something?
Yes. We have to install because if the extension is not there, means it will ask you. It will prompt you to install the UiPath extension. That is mandatory.
It is the same extension we are using for UiPath Studio, or it is a different for the Clipboard AI?
It is the same only.
Okay.
Yeah, here you can see I'm using this UiPath browser automation.
Yeah. Can anyone have any other questions you want to ask?
Yeah, I do have. So Rahul, hopefully this tool should get work for Citrix based application as well, right?
Citrix also it should work, yes, because as it's a image based automation. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
But I haven't tried out. Maybe you can try that out.
Sure. We do have.
As per my understanding, it should support because even it is extracting from images, right? So it should support.
Yes, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Rahul, can you show your YouTube channel also? That will help our learners. They can explore more.
Okay, so you can just search for Autobot. Autobot by Rahul. Here I used to add contents regarding UiPath as well as with automation of other tools. So I'm just putting the link over here. If there is any questions, you can contact me via LinkedIn or it's not. So yeah. So either you can connect me with my channel or you can connect me in Medium or in LinkedIn.
Okay, guys, you can see that Autobot by Rahul also YouTube channel. If you have any related to the so many videos are there. I think so many people are aware about that channel also. Maybe you can visit that channel and you can explore the so many things, and you have already created it. Some of the Clipboard AI use cases and videos. You can, if you want to explore, you can explore it also. And if you want to contact Rahul, you can contact him by the LinkedIn. And if you want to give any suggestions to the RPO zone and any webinar topics or anything, you can directly visit the RPO zone LinkedIn page or www.rpozone.in website or in our WhatsApp community also. And you can give these suggestions for us. Either you can mail us also. I think you are registered for the webinar. You already received the mail. You are already aware about all the webinars about the RPO zone. You can search in the YouTube also for the previous webinars and in the website also, both. And hoping you are already giving the feedbacks. If you're not giving the feedbacks, please try to fill the feedback forms. It will help a lot. Can anyone is not filled? We can wait for 2 more minutes and you can fill the forms. We received only 4 feedbacks.
Hi.
Yeah, actually, I just installed it in my machine, and I'm right now trying to close it. But how to close that application?
Even that's what I mentioned earlier. Like, only what I'm doing is I'm going to Task Manager, but someone mentioned over here like there is an error mark and we can close it. But I haven't seen that error mark for closing. I believe this will be surely added as a feedback to the product team, and it will be coming in the real version. Now it is in beta version, right? So anyway, this will get yeah. There will be some option. Actually, I also need to explore like.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you so much, all of you.
Yeah.
Are
Thanks a lot,
you in
guys, for
the
joining
WhatsApp
the
group?
session.
Still in the, are you in the WhatsApp group, guys? Anyone RPH on WhatsApp group? If you are not, I will share the WhatsApp group link in the chat. I'm sharing the WhatsApp group link. RPH on WhatsApp group link. Upcoming webinar details, you will get it. If whoever it is not in the WhatsApp group, I have shared link in the chat also, you can join. Okay, thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Thank you so much.
Thanks
It's
a
a very
lot.
good
Thanks a lot.
session on latest tool, that Clipboard AI. It is very insightful session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Yadu and PS1. Thanks a lot all for joining the session.
Yeah,
If there is
thank
any feedback or if there is any clarification required, please do comment or we can connect via LinkedIn as well. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much.